Hello there, my lovely people out there, and welcome to the channel. This is the Lady of the Throne, Divine Astrology, and I'm your favorite astrologer and prophetess, and I am here to bring to you your spiritual guidance for February 2025. So this is going to be in the area of love, and this is going to be for those of you who are interested in someone, have some type of romantic connection, or if you're just trying to understand the Venusian love vibes that are around you. It's good to check on these things. It's good to know what's going on in your months, since, you know, human beings just have a natural tendency to fall in love, and also they're all connected to emotions, whether it's masculine, feminine. Everyone's connected to that heart space. So that's why we can't leave this out. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in love, for starting with the sign of Aries here. Okay, so Aries, the fire sign. Aries, the leader of the zodiac. Aries, the strong one. All right, let's see what's up with you guys. Now I'm going to start with the women, and then I'll get into the men. So I don't leave timestamps, so if you're an Aries masculine, you're just going to have to fast forward it and find your part, okay? So Aries women, for February 2025, for the month, okay? So keep in mind that these energies, it takes time for it to play out as well. You have to give it time to catch up. You have to give it time to resonate. So you are someone that you are romantically connected to in some kind of way, are hypnotized. Someone is like in a trance about the other person. Someone is really, really in love with the other person. Someone is really, 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 really into somebody. And it's like someone has this feeling of getting lost when they look at you, or you getting lost when you look at them. It's like, but they don't want to be found. Or maybe this is you, Aries. It's like someone, let me tell you what this means. What this means is that when someone interacts with you, a particular person who really, 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 really likes you, or who you really, 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 really like, we're going to see who it is as this progresses, to see which one of you it could be. But when somebody interacts with the other person, whether it's via pictures, whether it's face-to-face, or it's conversation, connection in some kind of way, someone feels like it is so intriguing to connect with the other person, or to be connected the way that they are. It feels like there's somebody in this connection that's just like literally stuck on someone. Someone is another person's everything. Someone is another person's all. And I think that it just started to pour down raining. You know what that means? And I know that this rain just out of the blue, I know that that's God. I know that, wow. I know I know that love. And I know that right now, that was a confirmation to let me know that someone sees you in the same way that God sees you. And that's something that you don't understand, Aries. In a world where people are driven by certain things, how authentic Aryans are, is like something that a lot of people don't understand about the Aries. But you have a person in your life, Aries, who is so in love with you. They admire you. And it feels like a person, if they were listening to me right now, it just feels like they just burst into tears. Like a man just literally bursts into tears, or whoever it is that's into you like this. It's like their emotions just became overwhelmed. And through their eyes, You're everything that is real, everything that is pure, everything that is for them, everything that God had prepared for them is you. Everything, every dream they've ever had somehow sums up to you. It's like a person could have went through, oh Lord, oh my God. I am able to pick up energies everywhere. And right now, Aries, I am really picking up an energy of somebody in your life who has been through a lot of things. Just because of how this person looks, it doesn't mean that you can just put them in a box, or you can think that everything is always okay with them, because it's not. This is their words. It's like this person is now speaking through me. God is sending these messages to an Aries. It's like your other half is telling you something right now, and it's like he's trying to say, I've been through a lot. Just because you see me out and about, or just because you know that I'm a certain way, or just because you know that I have a certain role at work, or I drive a certain car, or just because I have these things, or just because of what you heard, or just because it's a man who's trying to get you to really see that he's just like you. He's going through things too. His heart is heavy about you too. It's not just like, he doesn't want you to feel alone, is what what his energy is telling me right now. It's like I can pick up all of this information from him. He wants you to know right now that you're not alone. You don't have to feel like you're doing things by yourself. You don't have to feel like nobody loves you or supports you or cares about you. He's also telling me that he's put all of these things together just for you. So this is a man who's also been supporting you without you knowing. And he's helped you in ways that you don't really see it, but he's been doing it. And with me being like really intuitive, I already know he's been doing it. But something feels like it kind of hurt him, where it's like he didn't think you acknowledged what he did do. That's what's hurting him. For some of you Aries, whether you live with this man or you don't, or you just like have a long distance relationship, or even if it's just some type of emotional connection, emotional bond, even if it's like a really, really kindred connection, but it's not a real actual relationship yet. It's like lately he's been feeling like, you know, he does a lot for you. Like he makes sacrifices for you. He lets things go for you. He passes up opportunities for you. He feels like, it's like this is what he's trying to ask, like, what about the things that I do for you? Like, you Aries may be the type of woman that really sets him straight. But the beauty in you being able to handle him, and I think you're the only woman that knows how to. And that's another thing, that's another reason why he loves you so much, and that's another reason why he's so wrapped up into you, because he knows you're the only woman that can handle his light. You're the only woman that can handle his lifestyle or something, or his like everything that's about him. Like he may be a man who has a very popular status, or a man who's in the spotlight, or a man who is like social media famous or something, like influencer, or he's a man who, if he's not, then he's really, really well known in your city, state, whatever. Whoever this man is who's really, 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 really in love with you like this, he's like, no matter all of these things, there's something very humble about this man. And I think you have a lot to do with him being even more humble. Something about your journey is just like, let me tell you what he's trying to tell you right now. Wow, I can't believe all of this information is pouring down on me right now, and all of this is coming from him. The rain has started to stop, like it stopped, and the rain is getting quieter now. Something is confirming for him. So now he's going from like feeling really emotional to now it's like he feels a little settled within his emotions, because I'm confirming it. And I think he's just like, she's saying everything that I'm trying to get through to her, she's saying it. And so, Aries, this is a man who wants you to know, whether you, even if you live in the same house with him, what he's been trying to get you to realize is that you are so strong, and you're so strong on your own, and he respects that. And he also admits that he's a man that wasn't used to that, and that's how you kind of like put him in his place. That's how you made him really, really humble. So when he watches you, he feels like you show what he's feeling on the inside. You confirm him through your daily actions, your different ways of your personality, your different feelings and emotions, your heart, your benevolence, like how you treat your children, if you have children, or your child, your son or your daughter, the love, the fight, the never giving up. Like, you're very resilient in the face of adversity. You're very humble in the face of adversity. You know yourself in the face of adversity. You didn't give up on yourself. You really are the epitome of like every woman. You're like every woman to him. You're very, 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 very powerful on your own as a woman. You deal with things that this man has never seen a person deal with. And he thought, like, even when he was going through these things, he's saying right now that I thought I was just feeling like this, going through things like this, but now that I'm actually witnessing this, I'm like, oh my God. Like, you may be going through something totally different from him, but the feelings are the same. Like, the emotions match up. So when he starts to feel these things, his heart overflows with so much pain, grief, agony, like really repressed emotions, but also the deepest unconditional love that he shows for you. Aries, this is so beautiful and amazing, and he's been trying to get you to see through the clouds. And it's like he's saying, okay, I want to clear something up for you. I understand this happened, that happened. I understand this is what it looks like. I understand this is how you feel. I understand how you could feel like these things. But I also, it's like he's almost saying, please, like, please see also what I've done. You know, like, I've been praying for you or something. Or, you know, this is a man who could be praying for you, or a man who could be, you know, like always supporting you, always right there. And even if you feel it, Aries, and you know it, all he needs is like your confirmation for you to affirm it to him, that you're aware of his greater good. He wants you to see him in this bright radiance that he holds, being the other half. He feels like God really put him on the path to like be in your life, and he's really connecting to you right now. Okay. Wow, that I did not expect this. I did not think that this was going to happen, but this man is so important to this man. He's so emotional. In February, he's going to be so committed to your life. So he's gonna want you to be with him. This is somebody who wants you to be with him and only him. They wish that you were with him. He's gonna wish that you were with him. Okay, so if you are not like physically around him, he's gonna want that. He just really wants that. And he's going to be feeling that a lot in February. And for you, I think that for you, you are going to be wanting to take action, or possibly wanting him to take action to come towards you. I think that you want him to get excited about this. I think you want him to take that leap of faith towards you. Go ahead and act on what's inspiring you. Act on your passions. I think that you are ready for that. So if you communicate with him, you're going to be very clear in your communications about that. The both of you do this thing together where you resist coming together for some strange reason. Like the energy always repels each other, but at the same time you're one another's secret admirers. Or if you're like physically together, then there's a lot of suppressing things and holding a lot of emotions back, especially when it comes to the mushy emotions like that, like how this started off. You both kind of try to stay away from trying to get too mushy, but if that's how you both feel, you both need to learn how to open up more and be vulnerable. See, the two of you don't allow yourselves to get vulnerable with each other, and you haven't been doing that in this connection, and you both know that you could, but you just don't get like that with each other. You don't show each other that I actually empathize with what you're going through. Like sometimes, if this is a man who's cross-watching for an Aries woman, you know what this Aries woman needs in February? Is for you to like show her that you really understand what she's feeling emotionally. See, like, don't get her strength confused with she can do it all on her own. Because one thing about an Aries woman is that she loves a strong man. That's why Aries are always going to be attracted to another fire sign. A lot of Aries do get attracted to a lot of other fire signs because you have to be really our earth signs, because they both showcase such a strength that's what they need. So it's like, if you're into an Aries woman, you've got to be showing her that you really care about her actual like well-being. Like, you actually really have to show her, like, do things, action. I keep saying that if you are into an Aries woman, she likes when you do it. Like, you have to do it. And that's the thing. You can't have anyone else play your role but you. You can't have anyone else do things but you do it. You have to do things. You have to like actually do it to where she knows it's you. Do it to where she's aware that you'll do anything for her, and she needs to feel that. Like, it's a difference with women. It's like you can do whatever, but the woman has to also have an emotional connection to the actual action. Like, That's why if you work through someone, or like, let's just say you get a friend or somebody to take care of something while you're at work or something like that, it's like she may, know it's coming from you, you're her man, but it's different when it's coming straight from you. Like, do it right from you. You're the source. Like, you're gonna have to figure it out, because this is a woman who needs connection. So what's hiding here, and what Aries female, what is hiding and what this man may not be aware of about you in February, is that you may have blinders on. Like, you may look like you're not looking at him. You may come across like, so in the beginning when I said I'm going to find out who's stuck on who, is not you, is him. This is him, but you may look like you're not paying attention to all of his feelings and emotions. It's an illusion. It may seem like you don't really pay attention to him and how sensitive he is in February when it comes to you, but you actually are. You actually do know. You actually do watch him. You actually do pay attention to him. You actually do. You see a lot. You're going to see a lot of things he's going to do, but it's going to be an illusion, as if you don't. But the reason why it's like that is because, again, you and him don't get vulnerable with each other. That's just really what it is. And it has a lot to do possibly with the past. All right. Wow. I was not expecting that. Somebody loves you so much, Aries. Like, I don't even I don't even know if you knew somebody that could love you so much. Like, this is so amazing how much he loves you. This is a man who really, really does. He could be any zodiac sign, because I didn't really get too much about zodiac signs, but yeah. Okay, now Aries masculines. Somebody in this connection, if you're an Aries male, somebody in the connection with you is like, this may be weird, but you may see this person, something may happen around a certain part of your home, or a certain part of her home, where it's like, I don't know if you guys are going to sneak off in a certain part of the house, and you and her. It could be something like that going on. Or this is a woman who you always see when you are going to the restroom, or when she's going to the restroom, or like if you work with her or something, you guys always see each other. Something like that. Or maybe this could be a woman who you have some type of fantasy about or something. I don't know. It's just something on that type of level. But anyway, she is a woman who is so highly spiritual. She's like one of the highest type of spiritual people that you know, or that you've ever known about. She has a very psychic awareness. She's very wise. She's highly spiritual, but she is humble. She has so much humility, because you understand that she's one with God. She's one with the universe. She's a yoga meditation type of woman, or a woman who is already healed from a lot of things. She's like a healer. She's very very, 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 very spiritual. And for you, there's something about her that makes you want to be more spiritual. You could be going to buy crystals in February. You may find yourself being drawn to crystals in February, or learning more about them. Or She may have some type of energy that reminds you of the moon, or she may have a strong moon connection. She could be a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, who is just really deeply intuitive and mysterious. So for you and this woman, you both are like these harmless, innocent, the people's choice or something, or like the people's champs, or I don't know, like a lot of people really love the two of you together. So like their family, your family, or maybe if not family, then it's like the greater community, like people, a lot of people in different places, especially if you guys are like have a strong social media presence. A lot of people may really like you two together, or may really, even if you're not together, a lot of people just may really like the idea of you to being together, or maybe they just separately like you. You have like supporters or fans, and she has them as well. Some kind of way you both do. And I think the reason, this is really why, the real reason why people like you too, and you guys are very into each other as well, is because something about your consciousness, like you and her are really cosmically intertwined. People can also see something so similar and unique about the two of you. It's quite magical when people watch you and they watch her. Is quite interesting because there's something geometrical here. And what I mean by that is like symmetry. Like people can see that you are exactly her person and she's exactly your person. It's like people can see how she's your other half, even when she's not around you, and even when you're not around her. You may even start to feel like people are picking up that she's like the other part of your mind or something, or the other part of your body. Like she really is just like you, and you're really just like her. It's crazy because when people are around you, they pick up so much of her in you. I don't know if you're starting to talk like her, or if you're starting to say certain things she says, or talk about the things she talks about, or if you post things on social media and she's into, or that you both are into, or maybe people just feel like some of your mannerisms, some of the ways you think, some of the ways you act is just like her, and vice versa. When they're around her, people she knows are like, damn, you act just like him, you act just like your boyfriend, or you act just like your husband, or you guys are so similar. I could see it. Like people literally are about to see what it is like for people to really be meant to be. It's like both of you are just really one and the same. She matches your fly like to the T. I'm talking about the way you really act and how you really are is how she really is. And everybody's seeing it, and it's just so crazy how everybody's going to be seeing this about you and her. It's like it's so similar to the point where people feel like you guys breathe together, breathe the same air. It's like that. It's like the same body split in two. People really are seeing that, especially in February, about you and her. But see, like the only thing I would say where you guys disagree at is there's a lot of catharsis involved, okay? And catharsis, it happens as a result of you and her having to close out so many cycles in the past before actually coming together. This has to do with the journey, the process of going through so many lessons and having so many harsh endings and finalizations before actually being able to unify. So something here about that's releasing repressed emotions is involved in this connection. You both had to do that. You both had to go through that process of releasing these repressed emotions, which then led you and her to an emotional renewal. But you guys had to go through a lot of things together before you both got there. So what's hiding, what she may not be aware of, that you're going to be thinking in February, is that you are really wanting that new beginning with her. And guess what? You're taking action. You're actually going to approach this woman, or you're actually going to do whatever you got to do. And this is actually you doing it. Like, this is not it's not the preparation, it's not the mind talk, the mental conversation. You're past all of that. You're at this phase now where it's like, now or nothing. I'm actually gonna be with her. If you're not with her already, that's how you're thinking. If you are with her already, then she just needs to expect for you to come in and do more, because you're all about this connection in February. Okay, and that's all I have. Thank you, and God bless.